pretty special stuff going on today. Do you guys know what today is?
Saturday?
It's even more special than that. Listen, it is a really special day. It's National Sense of Smell Day. Okay, that's what everyone's out and about. Okay, they're smelling the flowers in the spring, and that's what it is. And I learned that today, actually, and I was like, oh, I'm adding that's ridiculous. And I just wanted to know, like, who is in charge of, like, deciding what national day it is? Like, what guy, you know it's a guy. And he's like, and I was like, what are we going to smell today? And so, not only that, but, like, how did they decide, like, today is the day? Like, today, like, right? Like, because, I don't know, like, I was wondering who had that great laugh. I was like, I hope she doesn't leave before I get on. And also, can you just follow me around everywhere I go? So I was like, and like, what made them decide today? Like, why not yesterday? Like, I smelled him yesterday, and I'll probably smell him tomorrow. Like, I don't know, but I just wanted to make sure that all of you guys and girls stop and smell the roses, take the time to smell the roses today, because it's a special day. If you want to wear a ball gown, I mean, go for it. It's a big day. So I'm from Florida. Is anyone else in here from Florida? Okay, good. Someone admitted that they're from Florida. Thank you. I'm from Florida too. And I noticed a lot of people like to make fun of Florida. And I think it's mostly because of Florida Man. Yeah, Florida Man. And I do understand that because Florida Man. I mean, I'm from Florida. I know. Like the guy who was running through the convenience store, like carrying an alligator, and he got arrested for public endangerment and probably other stuff. And he was like, I wrote it down actually, and he said he didn't remember where he got the alligator. Also, this store sells some good liquor, and I drank a lot of it today. And that's what he said. So that's Florida Man, and so I get all the jokes about it, but I want you guys to like look around, just look around for a second, or think about people you know that live here in South Carolina. And isn't there someone you know that lives here or is from here that would probably do that same thing? So like my thoughts on that are, like there is nothing that a Florida man has done that a South Carolina man hasn't at least thought about doing, okay? And that's what I think. So every time people make fun of Florida man, I'm just looking around like, oh, all the people from Florida. So I'm married, and I met my husband online, and I know what you're thinking. She swiped right, but I did not swipe right because I met my husband on a desktop computer, and there was no swiping back then. I was using dial-up internet, and that's when like all the ladies were like on 2020. They were dead though because the men they met online killed them. That's what that was like back in the day. In fact, I chatted with him for 2 months on AOL. I actually got an extra phone line in my roommate's house so that I could do that because I was not going to meet a guy online, okay? I was not going to do it, but then I did, and we got married. And I just never thought that would be like the story of my romance or my love story. I'm going to meet a man online because like when I was a kid, like the internet didn't exist, so I wasn't looking at it like, I'm going to do that later. So I just thought like the story of my marriage would be like all the other women in my family, and this is how that goes. Okay, so first you get pregnant, right? And you marry the guy, if you can find him. Okay, that's the way I was even brought into the world. Sorry, Mom. That's true. So my family calls it, the old-fashioned way. So I met my husband in the old-fashioned way, and then there's, going to be some different things probably in the future. Okay, so I don't take a super long time to get ready, I don't think, as you can probably tell. But I did notice lately that I've gone from a makeup bag to what can only be described as a makeup suitcase. And it's full. So I noticed that it kind of coincided with something in my husband's life, and that is that he got LASIK surgery, the eye surgery where you can see. And he kept saying things like, wow, I can see things I've never seen before. I didn't even know she had freckles, things like that. And I'm like, oh my God. Like thinking, and I didn't like think about like that's going to cost some makeup, but I don't know, I just noticed the correlation. And I was thinking like, I think like a man that gets LASIK surgery, the woman should just get free Botox. Like, that should be part of the deal. I should just be like, because he's going to be like, we've been married a while now, and he never even knew what I looked like, apparently. So I'm like, I don't know, that's just something to think about, when you're thinking of national days and you have that to list. And when so the other day when I was getting ready, I was feeling good about myself. And that doesn't always happen. And then like sometimes you're like good informational. And I was like, yeah, I can go out and face the world right now. I'm feeling good. We're going out. It's gonna be great. And I started scrolling online. And usually when I scroll on Instagram, I see like animal and kid videos. Oh, they're so fun. But this day I saw a video of Giselle, the supermodel. She was dancing in her underwear, looking like a supermodel, right? I'm not a supermodel. I was feeling good about myself. I don't dance in my underwear, and I like to eat brownies. And so, like, we were just like looking at her, like, oh my God. I didn't feel as good about myself at that point. Like, I don't need to see Giselle in her underwear ever, okay? Especially not when I'm feeling good about myself. And, like, I don't even need to see a gazelle, like those really peaceful, beautiful animals, because I am not graceful at all. They're so graceful, like running through the fields and stuff. I am gonna be honest, I could trip over a Q-tip just trying to like straighten my hair. Okay? That's what's happening in my bathroom. There's a lot of corners I have to avoid, and like if I make it out alive, it's just that's like a check mark in my list. So I don't scroll anymore. If I'm feeling good about myself, I just look in the mirror, I pat myself on the back, and I say, job well, good enough. And I just like run out into the world, take it or leave it. And when I do take the time to like look good, I don't like it when my husband says, you look nice. I just spend like a lot of time on myself. And he's like, you look nice. And like, that's nice and all. But I think it's a boring compliment. It's like, I could be dressed for work, dressed for church, a funeral, for a picnic, or for like a hot date night out. And it's the same thing. You look nice. And I was like, I don't know what to say. I want to say something different, but like, how do you ask for that? Like, it seems like the ultimate nag to be like, I don't like the way you compliment me. Like some women are like, should you compliment? Yeah, you should, okay? Yours doesn't. So I was like, I gotta tell him though. I gotta tell him. One day I came downstairs, I was looking good. I did not scroll on Instagram that day. I was feeling good. And he said, you look nice. And I was like, don't you have any other adjective that you could use to describe the way that I look? And I did say adjective, I'm a teacher, say stuff like that. And he was like, and I was like, my boss could get away with telling me that I look nice. It might be a little bit weird, but like, people get in trouble. It would be like, oh, maybe I'm wearing something nice today. My boss could be like, Mrs. Brown, you look nice. Also, like, I just want you to say something that could get my boss into HR, Maybe like get creative enough to where maybe he could even get fired if he said it. Or preferably what I'd really like is for you to say something that could get my boss canceled and put on the news, okay? So just maybe get a thesaurus, get a little more creative. Like, I don't know, just think of something. Get some variety in your compliments. And so finally he stopped talking. And he said, fine, you don't look nice. You look mean! And I was like, that's not what I was looking for, but that's a start. I'll take it. Thanks, everyone. I'm Jen. Thanks for coming.